Everyone, we're here talking about Adam Warlock, and I was beyond psyched about Adam Warlock coming to this video game. He does a ton of cool things that other characters just don't have in their arsenal all at once. But I will tell you guys, in my early testing, he falls a little bit short of my expectations, and we're going to go into why I think he's here, what he can do for your team, why he's probably potentially makes them worse in Arena, and finally, is he the harbinger of something bigger coming? We'll go right into that. We're going to start with the easy mode here. So realistically, guys, I was able to take them into Dark Dimension 4 yesterday, and so I just did a real simple analysis. Starting in the first node, we were able to do some auto, and so realistically, taking a look at the team, I actually had better luck when I had Maw. A similarly powered Ebony Maw does about the same, but Maw provides functions like offense down, slow, turn meter rewind, and more importantly, health redistribution, which makes him potentially a better choice in there. Now, while Adam Warlock will work and can help you focus down targets, and that's really his advantage, he'll synergize extremely well with both Jubilee and with Doc Ock. So there is that triple legendary character. That is one of the bigger differences in that category. So going forward, we're going to talk about why he's a bit of a letdown. So hold on. So we're going to talk about specifically the arena match here, and I'm going to try to lose this one on purpose. I'm rank 4. Obviously, it looks like most of the people in my arena shard with Adam Warlock that are larger than me can win. But I just want to go into detail, and so I may have to move myself here so you can see the abilities. But the biggest problem I have is going to be when we're taking a look at this mirror match, and realistically, we've been able to use Kestrel and delete a Nebula from the opposing team. We've been able to use Doom and apply Disrupt on targets more reliably, and there's just something out of sync. And so I'm trying to figure out what's happening with this team. So let's just go really quickly and take me out of here. So right now in the mirror match, it seems like that you want to go for and try to kill Phyla-Vell, because you can probably get her down even when she's low enough. Now, really quickly, you're going to notice that in the mirror match, you're going to get a coin toss, and then you're going to basically, your Gamora and your Nebula are going to lose their effects relatively quickly. And so that's something I want you guys to make sure you understand, that they're going to lose their immunities pretty fast in the cycle, because they're going to go first. So you'll see their immunities are gone. So Safeguard is not actually on here. So this is a major problem. Safeguard isn't properly being removed from characters. But you'll notice Phyla-Vell still has that immunity, and we're going to talk about something. So Phyla-Vell is interesting. So I really kind of was, this ability right here, okay, ability block for 2 turns, which would be perfect on Phyla-Vell, because it would prevent her from doing her basic ability, which is the extra 15% crit reduction. More importantly, the disrupted on this would mean that she wouldn't be able to apply what's about to happen here. So realistically, we just clicked on it. It's not going to do much. We're just doing it for damage, just to showcase it, because we're still going to try to kill her. Now she's going to go clear all debuffs, and then that's the potential. So she'll just clear her debuffs if you don't get her off here. So as long as she has death proof, she's going to heal up, but not a ton. So realistically, I'm just going to use this to rewind time, clear buffs from all opponents here. Even though you can't rewind Nebula, you can't slow Nebula, you're just going to be able to take them off the board. So killing Phyla-Vell, and then it's relatively semantic here, just being able to kill the rest of the team as you go. So it isn't like the mode is a lot harder with or without it, but without Phyla-Vell, they lose their ability to basically heal. And so it's almost an auto mode here, unless they kill our Phyla-Vell, which then you have to kind of like pilot it back. And what you're going to notice, guys, is we're at the 3-minute mark. So basically, the reason why this character is disappointing is when I'm facing this team with other characters, Adam Warlock's turns are insignificant. Using a different character means that I actually have more of an impact. And so that's a misstep for me. Realistically, the fact that I am now taking a longer time with a legendary character, something is clearly wrong in that regard. And so I think largely for me, it's just been like literally you just extend the match. And so the point of this is you're just basically extending the match, and it's taken 2 minutes. So we're gonna quit out, we're gonna let it lose, and then I'm gonna show you guys what I'm talking about. It's a long fight. It's a long, drawn out fight. Oh, by the way, and characters are invisible. Some of them are still there. Don't worry about it. Working as intended. Okay? This is called the Arena Fight Infinity Timeout team. Taking a look at their nebula here, this is the big difference, right? So you can literally go in there with, let's say, a Kestrel in place of Adam Warlock. Okay, that's a 5 red. Potentially you can punch up 1 additional category even with the passives all done. And so this is where the problem persists. So while I don't have Safeguard, what I do have is the ability there we go. We're gonna clear all these evades here. All right, so realistically, the extra focus that you're getting from this team is actually pretty interesting. That's a 6 red star, guys. Okay? A lot of their power is now gone from this team. All the little extra oomph is gone from this team. And this is going to be a team that I can dismantle a lot quicker now that we've actually had this happen. So I'm not sure what to think of at this point. Obviously, the AI isn't that great. It doesn't play it super intelligently. And I think that's actually important to know, that we don't want AIs that just do everything correctly all the time. That stun's a big deal, but we talked about why you put the guys with the bigger health on the wings. Okay? You're going to be able to clear it with Phi Level if you saved it, which is something I forgot to do. But even realistically with the defense down, all right, the fact that you can wipe the board and delete a Kestrel, or delete a character with Kestrel, means that they realistically are faster here. And for a lot of folks who have invested in their their characters that aren't named Adam Warlock, they're going to get a lot more effect from this. And that's kind of a big deal. So, do I think that she's bad? Oh, by no means. All right. Do I think he's bad? By no means. You're still going to be able to win. And I think that was important, to be able to have hybrid teams that were able to punch and through the character. But being able to take more off the team is a big difference. Now, it's going to come down to stars and red stars. We definitely misplayed it a little bit here. But you guys can see that Kestrel deleted the actual character pretty quickly. So again, these are really, really quick focus here, is because Kestrel was able to delete Nebula. You're able to do it there. That's the point. Okay, regardless of the outcome, the point is literally the only way we can definitely and I have no feedback for Arena. They keep selling us in Arena teams without being able to understand what's actually holding an Arena. we have no idea what our arena defense does. Arena defense teams are 100% baloney without the ability to take and see what your opponent's using against you. Having to guess what you're using for defense and your defense holding is garbage. Arena teams have never been in a worse place. This is the most unfun I've had with a brand new toy. So let's talk about something. What does this team really do? And so we were able to take this team and we were able to take them through Dark Dimension 4. And I'm going to show you guys something. All right. And I want you guys to be very aware of something here. Even my symbiotes weren't able to one-shot nodes very easily, specifically their node 12. We got close a few times, but we had to start over. Okay? But this team, on auto, without any targeting or any help, with a 4-person squad, was able to fully sustain their way through the Dark Dimension here. So what does that mean? Why does this team exist? What are they possibly building this team for? Well, just so you guys know, the most important thing that we wanted to talk about, and by the way, I apologize to my opponent here who's going to see their arena defense or their war defenses on screen here. I apologize. Just change them up before the next war. I hope you do it anyway. That being said, we're going to talk about very specifically insecurity with Kestrel. Here's their biggest purpose right now. All right? They were able to delete the Kestrel for Hire team insecurity with relative ease. But that's not what they're here for. This team has an inordinate amount of sustain. When this team gets to half health, Phyla-Vell gives them death proof and % drain. Adam Warlock, when they get death proof, provides safeguard to prevent those abilities from being flipped, and more importantly, gives them immunity. They do incredible amounts of damage, and they do it in short bursts. From the state of RTA, if I take them into RTA, I'm doing 6 or 7 million a round. Just incredible amounts of damage. There's no game mode that they're built for in Marvel Strike Force that makes sense. Unless something bigger is coming. And this is the team to help you climb those leaderboards. Unless there's a world boss that's coming down the horizon here, where a team that has built-in sustain, built-in high damage, the ability to resurrect when characters die, and can do things that other teams just simply can't. Problem is, there's no game mode right now that lets you put these guys all in the field together unless you happen to be in Alpha Raid and have a Cosmic. Anyway, I do things so you don't have to, and I'm extremely disappointed in Adam Warlock. And completely and totally with Marvel Strike Force.